Welcome to the Walk to Class. Today we're going to go over logging into the student portal and logging into your Canvas classroom. The first thing you're going to want to do is go to the student portal login page. There's two different ways that you can get to this page. You can either go into the email that you receive from your student advisor. It will have the link to take you straight to the student portal login page, or you can access that page by going to our website, www.independence.edu. It'll take you to this page, and up in this top right-hand corner, you'll see the word Student Portal. So if you click there, it'll take you straight to this page, which is the Student Portal login page. For your username, you're going to want to use your first name dot last name, all in lowercase letters with no spaces. Some of you, if you have a common name, for example, John Smith, if you were to type in john.smith, there might be a number at the end. And if you're not sure if there's a number at the end of your username, please contact your student advisor and they can inform you of this. So I'm going to type in the username. And your password is going to be whatever you first set up with your financial planner or your admissions consultant. Again, if you don't remember what your password is, please contact your student advisor and they can set that up for you. So I'm going to go ahead and click Login. And if you want, you can remember the password so that you don't have to remember it every single time you log in. So this is our student portal. There's a lot of really helpful information in here. If you look over here to the left, there's all of these different options of things that you can look at, such as your academics, which includes your transcripts, your schedule. You can look at your financial aid information, all of your documents. So keep in mind all of that information is going to be over here. From here, we still want to log into our Canvas classroom. To do that, there's this nice hot button right in the middle of the screen that says Canvas. So if you click on that, it will take us to the Canvas login page. If this is your first time logging in, you're going to need to create your password. So at the bottom, underneath where it asks for your username and password, mine is already input there. But for you, you want to click on this yellow lettering that says just created your Campus View portal account. Wait 5 minutes before clicking this link to set up your password. You won't have to wait 5 minutes because you've already created your password with your admissions consultant probably a couple of days ago at least. So I'm going to go ahead and click on that. It's going to ask you to put in your email. So I'm going to go ahead and put in my email now. And you want to make sure that you use the same email that you first gave to your admissions consultant when you enrolled with us, because that's the one that our system is going to recognize. So I have that put in, and I'm going to click Request Password. And then you'll see this message up at the top that says that a password confirmation has been sent to my email. So I'm just going to wait for that email to come in, and here it is right here. I'm already logged into my email, so it's just going to pull right up. You might have to go log into your email and find this email, and it's going to come from Instructor Canvas. So when you're going to search for your email, look for an email from them. This is what this email is going to look like. Down here on the fourth line down, it'll say click here to set a new password, and that's what I want to do. It's already telling me what my username is, and it should be the same as what it was for your student portal. Down here, I'll click on click here to set a new password. So I can just go in here and set up whatever password I would like. You need to put it in twice, so make sure that you type in the same thing 2 times and click Update Password. Now it's going to take me straight back to that login page where I'm going to put in my username. For me, it's my email, but for you, it'll probably be your first name dot last name again, and then whatever password you just created. So I'm going to put in the password that I changed it to. I'm going to go ahead and get logged in. So from this page, you're going to see a list of your classes right here. Because I'm an administrator, I won't see any classes, but if you go up here and click on Courses, you'll be able to see that you're in CSS 101. Many of you, that will be your first class. For some of you, like master's students, you may see a different class, but I'm just going to go over logging into Psychology of Motivation at this point. And I already have one of those pages, so let me load that now. Here is an example of your CSS 101 homepage, Psychology of Motivation. As you can see, there are a lot of helpful tools right on the homepage. So we'll go over a couple of those. The first one you want to look at is this daily checkpoint. And really quick, I'm going to pull up a to-do list for us today so we can kind of see what's on our list. Today, you'll want to make sure that you go in and do a daily checkpoint. So let's go over that one first. If I click on daily checkpoint, this is going to take me to a list of our daily checkpoints. So right now, at the very top, you'll see DC Week 1 Monday. That's your very first daily checkpoint. It's for today. If you're watching this on a Tuesday, you'll want to go in and complete the DC Week 1 Tuesday. You can only do the daily checkpoint on the day that it is. So if it's Monday, you can only do Mondays. You can't go ahead and you can't go back. So if it's Tuesday and you missed Monday, unfortunately, you can't go back and make that up. So to complete a daily checkpoint, I will click on it, and this is going to give me my login credit, my attendance credit for today. So it's going to assure me that I get my 5 points of attendance credit. You'll see that there's some reading to do, and at the very bottom will be a question. There's one question, it's multiple choice. Once you complete that question and submit it, you're done with your daily checkpoint and you've received your attendance credit for the day. So let's go back to our homepage and see some of the other tools that we have. The next one I want to look at is Shark. Through Shark, there are a lot of different resources. This should look pretty familiar because most of you have completed that early admissions course. If not, you're finishing it up today. But you can see that there's a lot of different resources, including the Student Success Center, career services, contact information. So make sure to go and check out all of this information. This third option is where you're going to find your instructor's live lecture session. So if we look back on our to-do list, the second thing you're going to want to do today is attend your instructor's lecture. If you can attend the live lecture, great. If you miss the live lecture, you can always watch the recording. So let's go into live session and see what time this one is held. So if we go down to this second section, it says for this course, the live lecture will be held on Monday evening at 7 p.m. Mountain Time. This may not be the same time for your class, so you'll want to go and check out and see what time your instructor is going to hold their lecture. But for this example, let's use 7 p.m. Mountain Time. Remember, this might be a different time in your time zone, so make sure you convert to your time zone. So let's say it's Monday at 7 p.m. Mountain Time, and I'm ready to attend the live lecture. Right down here is a nice big blue link that says click here for the live session. So I'm going to go ahead and click on it. And it's going to launch this application called Zoom. That's the application that we use to view the lectures. So I'll go ahead and I'll click OK. And right now, it's not going to prompt me to do anything else because there's no live session occurring. Once the instructor starts the Zoom recording or the Zoom live session, you'll be able to see a screen pop up that'll ask you to enter the chat room, and you'll be able to watch your instructor's lecture. So what if it's Tuesday and it's in the afternoon and I've already missed my instructor's live lecture? Don't worry, you can always watch the recording. So if we scroll down, underneath week 1, you'll see that there's a video recording set right there. And I can click on this and watch the recording at any time. Remember, the lectures last about an hour, so make sure when you go to watch it, you have about an hour's worth of time to watch that. But these are great to watch. You want to make sure you're doing this every week because the instructor is going to go over all of the assignments that are required for that week. So let's go back to our home page. Underneath, there's a couple other options that you can check out on your own later. I won't go into too much detail about them now. Let's go look and see what the last thing on our to-do list is. So today, the last thing you'll want to do is your discussion understand self, and that's your first homework assignment for this week. To find the discussion understand self, there's 2 different ways that you can access it. You can either go underneath week 1, and all of your assignments and tools will be listed there. You can click on discussion board. The way that I prefer is to go, and on the left-hand side, the 4th option down says modules. So if I click on modules, this is going to bring down a nice list and break down all of my weeks. So you can see I have week 1, week 2, week 3, and week 4, and they're all broken out. And everything that I need for this week is going to be listed here. One important thing about looking at this list is you want to know what's homework, what's the reading, what's optional. If you look at these 3 bottom options, over to the right they have due dates and points associated with them. That's how I know that this is a required assignment, because I'm going to receive points for them. So you can see here's our week 1 discussion, Understand Self. That's the last thing on our to-do list today. So I'm going to click there, and it's going to load the instructions for that assignment. You're going to read through the instructions and submit your assignment right on this web page. So if I scroll down, I'll be able to see the prompts. A discussion post is similar to Facebook. Your instructor is going to give you a prompt and you're going to do a main post. And your main post needs to be at least 150 words. After that's completed, you're not quite finished yet. Just like on Facebook, you do a main post, but you can reply to other people's posts that are up on Facebook. So you're going to want to go down and scroll through some of the other students' posts and reply to their posts. So it's kind of like you're having a conversation, but it's just through this chat room. So you'll pick one of these 2 options. You only have to do one of them. Once you've read through the question, you can go and type your answer down under the reply button, which is located right underneath the instructions. Mine doesn't say reply because, again, I'm an administrator. But yours will say reply, and you'll click on it, and that's where you can type in your response. So once you're done with those 3 things for today, there's some other things that you'll need to do throughout the week. So let's go take a look at our to-do list for the week. So to do this week, the first one is the discussion Understand Self. Well, that's great because you've already done the discussion Understand Self, and you've gotten it out of the way today. The other things that will need to be completed is the scavenger hunt test, the APA paper template, and then you want to make sure that you do at least 4 daily checkpoint submissions per week. That's going to get you your attendance credit every week. There are 7 daily checkpoints available to you per week, but you're only required to do 4 of them. Another thing that I need to go over is the strike policy. The strike policy is set in place because we want all of our students to be successful right out of the gate. So in this first class, we've set up this policy. The policy says that you will receive 2 strikes per any late or missing assignments. You can also receive strikes for your attendance. So if you're not meeting the attendance requirement, you can receive 1 to 2 strikes. 1 strikes for only 2 submissions, which is like a daily checkpoint, or 2 strikes for just 1 submission or less. So if you do 0 or 1 submission or only 1 daily checkpoint, you're going to receive a strike. And remember, if you receive 3 or more strikes at any time during the first class, you will be removed from that class. And this only goes for this first probationary course. So make sure that you're staying on top of your assignments, you're getting into class and doing the required amount of submissions, which are daily checkpoints, submitting your homework. Remember, 4 submissions per week, and you have 3 homework assignments on average per week. The last thing that I want to go over are some helpful contact numbers. You do have many resources here at Independence University. You always can contact your admissions consultant. They're very helpful. You should have also been assigned a student advisor. They'll be your go-to person for this first class, so any questions or concerns that you have, please contact them. However, if your student advisor isn't available, they might be on the phone with another student or they might have left the office, you can always call our OnBuddies number. And this is just a number that we have for after hours that they can help you get into the tutoring center. They can help answer questions about your class. So please write this number down. It's 855-880-3121. The other number that I want you to take down is for our IT help desk. This is the number you'll want to call if anything goes wrong with your laptop. If something isn't loading correctly, if something isn't showing up, if there's something going wrong with your screen, pop-ups, anything like that, feel free to give our IT help desk and they will be able to help you. That number is 866-888-3768. And before I let you go, I just wanted to show you where that tutoring center is located. So on your home page, at Student Success Center. Once your student advisor is out of the office or if you need additional help on your homework, feel free to go and access the Student Success Center. If I click into here, you can see that there's tutors for all of these different areas. There's a specific tutor for the CSS 101 course, which should be your first course. So if I click on there, it's going to give me the times that they're available for each day of the week. Once I'm ready, if it's Monday at 5 p.m., I know that they're available, so I can just click here to enter the Student Success Center. Put in my name, and then log in. If I give it a minute, it's going to launch the application. And it might take a minute on your computer depending on how fast your internet connection is. So just wait for that to load. Okay, and then I just have to accept the terms and conditions. And then you choose the internet connection speed. And now I'm in the tutoring center. So right now, we have one of our moderators in there, and she's ready to help me with my homework, and I can tell her exactly what homework assignment I need help on. So right now we're going to exit out of that. That's how you get into the tutoring center. They can help you again in any sort of area that you need, whether it's this class or any of your classes in the future. They'll always be available to you. This concludes what I have to cover in the walk to class. If you have any questions, please type those into the student advisors that are conducting this session. At this point, you'll want to try logging into your student portal and your Canvas classrooms, and if you're having any trouble, again, contact your student advisor or chat with the student advisors that are conducting this. Thank you for attending and have a great day.